Hey Revs, welcome back to Ivey League, powered by RiverLand Roofing and the Ole Miss Spirit. I'm here with Louisiana Tech transfer Tre Harris. How you doing today?
I'm good. Glad to be here. Finally got me on the podcast. Had to put you out there in front of everybody on
It's
Twitter.
about time. Tre kind of put me on blast, man. You kind of put me on blast.
Just a little bit. I watched a few episodes. I watched the one with Dew and Princely. I was like, man, I think it's my turn to get up there.
It's about time. It's about time.
it.
So tell me about La Tech, man, and just your home. You're from Louisiana too, so being a hometown kid and kind of that transition. What was that like choosing La Tech?
So my whole decision into going into choosing it was really I wanted to get away from my family because it's like 3 hours from my hometown, which is Lafayette, Louisiana. Sorry for everybody out here. I know y'all pronounce Lafayette a little bit different, but I will never, ever, I will never say it the way y'all say it. That's just how I say it. But it was 3 hours from Lafayette, so it was far enough to where I'm away from my parents. I could, start to become my own man. And just, it was a nice little spot. However, it is, I hate to say it, but it is not what real Louisiana is. It's more of like almost like in Arkansas, almost. That's kind of.
So it's in the north.
Yeah, it's like northwest. Yeah, northwest Louisiana, and there's not much to do out there at all.
So walk me through a La Tech weekend. walk me through a Friday after practice all the way through to Sunday.
So we go practice in the morning. Then after. Luckily, there is Grambling right by us, HBCU, so there's a lot of things going on there. But a weekend for me, get out of practice, I'll go back home, go probably grab a bite of food or something with some teammates, and then we'll go out or whatever, go to this little place which is sort of like the library in a way. It's just a little nice little.
Just your average bar.
Yeah, just your average college bar in a small little college town. One thing a lot of people do not know is that Ruston and like that whole area is actually a dry county. So you'd have to go outside of the county to get alcohol and all type of things like that.
I feel like that it doesn't really matter though, right? Because you were only 18 and 19 at the time.
Yeah, at the time.
It just didn't even matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter at the time.
Right, so it didn't really play a part.
It didn't matter at all.
It kind of worked in your favor.
Oh, see, now you talk about it. But I just go out, have a good time with friends, and just see everybody out. But a lot of times, for me, I'd always end up on Grambling's campus, just doing something with the HBCU over there. There's just a lot more things you can do. Seeing people that look like you too as well. So.
That's what's up. So, what about the food, man? I hear all these things about that Louisiana cooking.
Man, it's I should have brought a plate here because my parents actually just left. So the food from Louisiana is the best food you will taste, no matter where you're from. I know you're from the A, man. I know they got some good food in Georgia. Y'all got some good food. I'm gonna be honest, y'all got some good food. But nothing is topping Louisiana's cooking, bro. Matter of fact, you stay right, but I'm gonna have to give you a plate, bro. You just need to taste this crawfish fettuccine, bro. That's all you need. That's all you need to taste. That's all you need. That
sounds like some serious.
And my mom just made it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. But in Ruston, though, food not like that at all. It's not like that at all. You don't really get a whole bunch of home cooked meals up there, but when you come back down from where I'm from, Lafayette, bro, you can name any food, you're gonna get it. You got gumbo, you got crawfish, fettuccine, you got rice and meat. You can name anything, they got it.
Rice and meat. You don't even call it dirty rice. Rice and meat.
Rice and meat. Or rice and gravy. What you say? You say rice and gravy?
I just would say dirty rice.
You said dirty rice. That's what you call it?
Yeah.
Nah, it's rice and meat.
Rice and meat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
It's just rice. It's not rice and meat.
I just feel like it's a name for it. Being at La Tech, like what? Obviously, we know the caliber of player you are. Was LSU not showing any love coming out of high school? Like being a hometown guy like that?
Hell no.
No?
Hell no. See, I feel like now it's different because I guess you could say a lot of places have a lot more exposure, but I guess you could say back then in that 2016, 2017, 2018 era, there wasn't a whole lot of exposure, especially in my city, especially the LSU and bigger colleges like that. But now there's a whole lot of exposure. A lot of guys are starting to come out of that area. But nah, LSU wasn't really knocking at my door or nothing like
That's
that.
interesting. You never camped or anything like that?
I actually so I camped there, and so I played QB all throughout high
Oh,
school.
wow.
Yeah, I played QB all throughout high school. So whenever I went to camp at LSU, going into my senior year, that was my first camp I ever did as a receiver. So I went into it just nervous, bright eyed, just wondering how I was gonna go as a receiver, and it went really well. And that's sort of where like I got all my in-state offers. Like I started to get like University of Louisiana Lafayette, Louisiana Tech. There's a whole bunch of in-state offers just from that camp in itself, and I was hoping to get the LSU one because I was making noise, and you know how like especially at big time camps, they got certain groups, and like guys want you in this group so you can go against the best of the best and everything. They ended up moving me to group one to go against some of the best corners, and had a pretty good day and things like that. Just never really got the offer.
That's interesting, man. Like, do you feel like how quick did you kind of get the ropes of being a receiver? Like, what was the transition like to where it was like, oh, I belong, and oh, I should be this group one type of guy or whatever at these camps?
It took a while, but like one thing I'll say though, like I guess you could say it's kind of like always instilled in me, like from when I was younger, cause I remember like being like 3, 4, 5 years old, and my dad would literally tell me go stand 10, 15 yards away from me and turn around, and he got the ball in his hand, and he on the count of 3 he throwing the ball, and I got to turn around and catch it. So I mean, just things like that. I've always been accustomed to, I guess you could say, wide receiver drills and just doing things like that. Because when you're younger, you play all types of positions.
Right.
You play anything. So just being able to be an athlete, I guess, just on the field, and just being able to be an overall good athlete was able to really help me transition to be the type of receiver I am, for sure. But going to college and like going straight to the receiver position, that it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. A whole bunch of days where at back on fire, you like, boy, I don't know if I'll go another day.
Trust, I'm
you
already knowing.
you running so much and you gaining weight, especially whenever you're a freshman and like,
Man, this break in May is much needed.
what?
Much needed.
What much needed? I
We had a good little spring, man. We went hard. I felt like nobody was pulling vet cards and let me, you know what I mean, little codes. Because obviously a lot of us, well, most of us in our class are draft eligible and really had an opportunity. But I feel like everybody came back just on that mindset of
That's
getting better.
That's definitely one of the bigger things I've seen, especially from this team. Like I say, like from this team to last year's team, I feel like last year we had a clear mindset, and like sometimes they get a little clouded and like we lose focus. But this year, I feel like everybody's really like locked in, and everybody knows what that true one goal is,
Yeah,
and it's
facts.
go get that natty. And like just like you saying about it in spring, like ain't nobody really took no days off. Everybody was trying to get good on good work, and it was great. Shit, it was great going against y'all, talking shit.
It
And
was
all
juice.
That.
It was juice every day.
Yeah, and it was great talking shit against y'all, going crazy and everything. And y'all having y'all days where y'all just shut us completely down, and shit. That's how it's supposed to be though. That's how good teams come together. That's how good teams practice. So. That was huge. I'm glad we went that way about it, and not everybody just bullshit.
Nah, no cap. Because a lot of teams, a lot of older teams, mature teams with a lot of returning guys can kind of coast through a phase like that, and it can really hurt them in the long run.
That's kind of like why we kind of had the Grove Bowl games in a way almost.
So, speaking of the Grove Bowl game, man. Little
something. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm mad about that second dunk I missed though. I really feel like if I'd have made the second one, the 360 windmill.
I don't know why you didn't try it again. You was up there. You just you had to put it in.
Man, I didn't think I was up there.
You was up there.
I didn't think I was up there.
Because listen, so you went first, right?
Yeah.
So it was like boom. And then you didn't do your second dunk until the whole next.
Yeah.
Right? So everybody went. It was like, damn. At this point, we might as well cheer for them. Blue team wasn't talking about nothing. And then you get up there for the second dunk. And I'm still like, boo, red team K, red team K. And I'm like, oh, I look at TB right there. I'm like, he up there for it though. Like, he really could have hit that. Like, he up there for it.
Nah, I just got, bro. BT was getting up, bro.
Yeah,
I was
BT
like,
got
nah.
bunnies.
I was like, yeah, he got it. He got it today.
They say he been living like that too.
What?
Like,
Bro,
he was a real dunker.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. That first one he pulled, I was like, oh. I was like, I thought I was about to have this in the bag. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was about to have this in the bag. Man. First, I was like, all right, I gotta get my bag a little bit. I gotta try some. Then, but I should have tried it again. I really should have tried going between the legs for real.
You got that?
I might.
That's in the bag.
I ain't did it since like sophomore year of high school.
I never could get the transfer. I was up there for it, but I never could get the transfer.
It's always a transfer, bro. It's always a transfer.
And I ain't want to I might as well just on some comp stuff. I would never do it because I'm not up the transfer in front of everybody 5 times trying to hit this dunk. In the gym, though, that's different.
Yeah.
The new spring game format, the 7-on-7, and then the other comps. Like, how'd you feel about it? That was my first time. I feel like everybody's first time kind of doing something like that.
I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it. I mean, it's different. I really feel like a lot of people, like a lot of other schools, gonna try to like steal it in a way. A lot of others gonna try to do it because one, no injuries, no major injuries, and 2, everybody really had fun. And 3, like everybody went out there and you still getting some type of work. And you, like those obstacle courses and all the competitions that we doing is like. Yeah, it's all fun and games. At the end of the day, you still want to win. You still want to out-compete your brother and everything like that. So there's still some type of competition level to it. So I really liked it. I really, really liked it. And, like, whenever I was signing autographs, like, for after and everything, I was just asking, like, just the fans, like, what they were thinking of. And everybody seemed like they had a pretty positive outlook to it.
Yeah,
so.
they definitely, at the Meet the Rebs thing, it seemed like the fans had a great time and that, you know, they really enjoyed something new, something different, something kind of out there. And I think it'll be a staple from now on. Like, I feel like it's no going back from that. Because we're getting all the. I feel like what people don't see is, we're doing good on good all throughout the week, the entire spring. Like,
every day.
We're getting all that scrimmage work in, all those situations and stuff like that. Like, the spring game is kind of just a culmination, getting guys that might not play in the fall on the field and evaluating the young guys that are coming up, but everything you can get out of a spring game, you really already got out of all the spring practices.
That's exactly, because especially with our group being the older group, especially too, we all understand not only like that we have to practice, but we know how to practice as well, and like we're able to keep each other safe throughout practice, but we're also able to go hard enough to where it feels almost like a game environment, and you know, we also have game situations that we go through and game tempos and things that we go through that all do the same things a spring game could do for you.
Honestly, even more, like when it gets so competitive when we'll do like red zone lockout. So red zone lockout is like first to score 17, I think. And then a touchdown is obviously 7, a pick is 4, and a field goal is 3.
Yeah.
A field goal is 3 for the offense, 4 for the defense.
And a stop, if y'all get a stop, that's also 3.
And then, so just a numbering system, and then we'll play, like, it could be a quick, like, 3 drives if they score, field goal, score, and it'll be over. Or we can, we're getting stops and this and that. And those get crazy competitive. We'll usually do that to end practice.
Those get
those get
wild. You always know who won by the end of that because somebody popping their shit for sure.
Right. Then it always, I feel like it always ends on a big play. It always ends on a stop.
It always.
And coach loves to end practice on a big play and hit the horn.
Lord.
And then y'all or us will get to celebrate and yada yada yada, run around the field and this and that.
Protecting homes and businesses from the whims of nature, you need more than just quality materials. You require RiverLand Roofing. Licensed, insured, and certified, RiverLand Roofing offers not only the assurance of excellence, but a tailored approach to your unique structural needs and budget. To learn more about what RiverLand Roofing can do for you and the community, call them at 662-644-4297 or visit riverlandroofing.com.
the transition from La Tech to coming here, what was it like hitting the portal, coming from a smaller conference like that and getting pub?
Eye-opening for sure. I'll definitely say that. Because whenever I was having a decision to enter or not, I was talking to my parents a whole lot because they're here for you no matter what. So I mean, at first they were not even at first, really the whole time. I feel like they were real skeptical about the portal because there's a whole bunch of, it was a new thing, and like it's a whole bunch of things that could happen, and so many players were entering at one time, and it was just new to everybody, and nobody really knew like how to navigate it and things like that. But I will say they doubted me a little bit. They kind of didn't think I'd really go anywhere.
I feel that. My mom was the same way.
They were just like, don't you think you should just stay, finish? I was like, I'm telling y'all, like, just trust me, like, I think it's gonna pan out. But for me, whenever I first got in, I'll probably say like the first 2 hours I ain't get no calls. I ain't get no calls, no.
That
nothing.
was when you first went up there, or that was when your name went live.
Like that was when my name just went live.
Yeah.
Like I just entered the portal and everything, and like I didn't post nothing or nothing like that, and like I didn't make no like announcement. I just put it in there. I just see what happened. And first 2 hours I ain't get no real calls or nothing like that, and then after them 2 hours went up, it was on, and like it's crazy how quickly your information gets gathered from other schools, and like how many schools like will call you once you know like you're a big time player and things like that, and like it's just so many people that are calling your phone, and you like, bro, it gets so overwhelming to where it's at the point where you don't even want to be on your phone.
Right. Makes you not want to give your number out. Man. Like,
You don't want to do none of
like,
that.
how do you have my phone?
That's exactly.
It's the same with like agents. Like just
bro.
random. I'm on a game or something.
Bro,
random phone
my
call from
God.
Arizona or
That's
some
what
shit. Like,
bro.
who is this? This is Jeffrey
Some
with blah blah blah
random-
agency.
Some random dude. You like, bro, how you even got my number?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. But that's exactly how it is. But like they just come and they just like, damn, like it was right here in front of you. Now you just gotta pretty much limit your choices and see what school gonna be the best for you. And
So what did you limit it down to?
I limited to like four or five schools. It was here, OU, Texas A&M, Penn State, and Penn State. Yeah, I really was liking those 4 or 5 schools, but whenever I just came here, it was just different. I felt like just the entire program was different. Just seeing the way the mindset was going. And, for me, whenever I was making my decision, I wanted to go somewhere where they had a QB there, and I could come in and just be a guy right away, and like just all the things pretty much aligned perfectly and all pointed to Ole Miss for me. That was the biggest thing for me.
For sure. So you get through that first year, you make that decision. Ole Miss is the destination. Set a record. What was that game like?
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
It was force feed, yo. Yeah, like,
what? I was like, hey, what? Bro, I ain't gonna lie. So like the first 3-4 minutes of the game, I'll say this, before the game even started, before the day even happened, that Friday before, we at the hotel, we at the inn, right? And so Dart, my roommate, and about to have my first game with Jackson Dart, and we just talking, chopping it up or whatever, and I was like, bro, I feel like I'm about to break the record tomorrow or something. I swear, bro. I was like, bro, I really feel like I'm gonna go out there and like catch like 4 or 5 touchdowns. He's like, shit, let's go do it. Like,
I'll throw him.
Exactly. So he's like, shit, let's go do it. And then for it all to just happen that way, I was like, yeah, this only could be God, bro. Like, this gotta be God, bro. Because there's no way this happened like this. Because I done had like games where I had multiple touchdowns, but to catch 4 in a game, it was surreal.
Yeah, that's special.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
So you start the year off like that, crazy high note. Deal with some adversity. What was it like dealing with that adversity and kind of like just what happened throughout the season like that?
It was frustrating for sure because it happened Tulane. I got a pretty bad sprain to the MCL. Happened the first play of the game, going on the crossing route, and dude just caught my leg at a bad angle, and I was so frustrated that game because it was back in my home state, back in Louisiana. I had so many family there, and I had friends there at the game, and I knew it was gonna be a good game, and it was a good crowd environment. That I ain't gonna lie, that was one of the better crowd environments.
I think it was better than some of the SEC schools we played at last year.
I swear, and for how small, and like how packed the stadium was, it was so loud, and the fans were so rowdy.
Tulane was rocking.
Yeah, it was rocking. But that whole process of it happening, and like, I was just frustrated because I wanted to play that game because it was my first time back home in Louisiana. Just be able to, go out there, show the city, show the whole state that, hey, I'm back. Come do what I've been showing y'all could have been doing. But just getting through it though, being able to get through it was huge for me, especially just watching y'all just keep continuing doing what y'all always do, and that's win. And just being able to sit on the sideline and just see the team just keep on going. It was huge for me because being at my last school, being a guy at your school, it sucks when you get hurt because then sometimes the offense doesn't do what they always do when you're out there. So just being able to see the offense be able to continue to produce and continue to put points up on the board was huge. Just for me, just to see and like just to have confidence in not only the team but in myself and all things like that.
Yeah, I feel like it can give you a different level of trust, and it kind of help you to play freer. Not feel like all that burden is just on you.
You got a guy on the other side who gonna go out there and make a play no matter what, and he got your back. So that was huge for me for sure.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way, especially going into this year. JJ, Kilo, Walt, JB, all those guys.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I done had some practices where I'm watching y'all, and y'all going nuts. Yeah. I'm like, hey, bro, y'all OD.
We got a room right now, man.
How is that dynamic? I'm curious because y'all got a lot of personalities, and y'all all funny as hell.
It's easy going, man. It's a lot. It's a lot of fun, man. But those guys know when to get serious and when not to. But we got a young coach in Joyner who kind of embraces us, just being ourselves and having fun with it, man. Because you got to have fun with it. For y'all, it's easy. You know what I mean? Y'all get to run around and catch passes and score touchdowns and all that. And for us, you kind of got to find the fun in the trench, man. You got to, it get grimy down there.
I know.
It get grimy down there. So, yeah, you got to make the most out of it.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all done had some days where y'all done messed the whole practice up. I'm like, y'all got me hot, and I'm like, man, I can't even say nothing for real because they just doing their job. But yeah, I'm excited for y'all group, especially this season. I'm excited to watch y'all group, especially with all the new acquisitions we got, and even the young guys coming up. Cause I'm excited to watch JB for sure. I'm really excited to watch JB. Cause
JB playing good ball right
he
now.
gonna be a problem.
He playing real good ball. Him and Zay.
Hell yeah,
they playing real good ball right now. Being an old head and kind of coming back and filling that leadership role,
that's crazy.
I know it's crazy to think about.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. I was just talking to one of my old heads from Tech the other day, and it's just crazy. Like he's in a whole different life path and things like I'm like, you supposed to be telling me don't be late to this meeting and that, and now I'm telling the same thing to other guys. But just being an old head and kind of falling into that role, like what are some of your expectations of the year and kind of a standard that you're looking to hold the guys to?
Sure. I mean, everybody really know that big goal is a national championship. Everybody, that's sitting in the back of everybody's head, and everybody could, I guess you could say, not necessarily feel the pressure, but more so say we more are embracing it instead of just feeling it. You embracing the pressure, like, all right, we done got the team, we done got the pieces, let's go out there, execute and become a team like we're supposed to. But that, and of course winning the SEC championship.
Hey, you
That's
got
a
to get there first.
gotta get there.
You got to get
That's a
there
huge
first.
goal for us. And for me, one of the goals I set for myself, just personally, was just to be a better leader. And I actually was talking with my position coach about this recently. Is just being able to come back to a place where you feel like you left your legacy, and seeing those younger guys that you're in the same room, seeing them grow up and become the guy. I feel like that's one of the biggest things, like one of the biggest accomplishments you could have as an older guy, especially just being able to pour into those younger guys and really show them the right way to do things, and just show them the right way to practice, show them the right way to go about treatment or anything like that. So those three things for me especially were the biggest things, are three of the biggest things I feel like a lot of our older guys should have as a priority, I guess you
Yeah,
could
absolutely. Yeah, it's been really cool to just kind of see, because I've been here 3 years now. Like, it's cool to see like the development of Zay and JB, like, because I seen those guys when they first came in, fresh legs, super green, and they were just kind of rolling. They were just kind of going, because they're both high motor guys, but seeing that technique come along and kind of meet them where their effort was at. It's been exciting seeing those guys kind of put it together, man, and giving my 2 cents when I feel like they need it. Seeing them be able to translate it into practice, and the game's kind of slowing down for them.
Yep.
That's a real big piece and an unsung thing of what makes a championship team is having that little extra boost from maybe one or two young guys. We like my senior year or my sophomore year in high school, we won state, and we had a bunch of dogs in the upper class, but me and a couple other guys just provided that small little just
having
okay,
those,
boom, this that, just playing our roles and stuff. So
that shit is huge, because having guys like Aiden Williams, Caden Lee, and have guys like Deion Smith who come in, and Marquise Willis, and just having young guys like that, and just having guys who would come in, put in some work on the field, and give a DB a whole different look and a whole set of fresh new legs, and just like you saying, just seeing those guys apply different skill sets and different techniques is so inspiring, and it gives you another boost, because it's like, all right, you seeing them learn and you seeing them picking up from you. It's like, all right, now you got to keep learning more. You got to keep doing more. So just having those guys in the room is huge. And I'm gonna be back whenever we win this natty. After we get drafted and everything, gonna be back for sure. See our guys continue on the legacy for sure, though.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We're gonna be back, but we're gonna handle business first, man. I'm excited to get into it, and I appreciate you for coming on, bro.
No problem, bro.
No doubt.
Appreciate you,
For sure.